gather round, especially if you've got a bad back or a dodgy knee, or a set of hips that sound like a snare drum every time you stand up. Because today's rant, folks, is aimed squarely at one of the greatest shames in the entire craft beer world. No, it's not the £8.50 cans, calm down. No, it's not the hazy IPAs that taste like the contents of a fruit salad tin you left in the dashboard of your car last July. It's the fucking furniture. Who's responsible for this? Which faceless, artfully bearded committee got together in a disused glue factory and decided, you know what the discerning drinker wants? Rickety stools, wobbly tables, benches made from driftwood, prison misery and regret. I'm telling you now, you could close your eyes and pick any tap room in the world and you'll find yourself in a seating situation designed specifically to destroy your skeleton. Who decided that tap rooms needed to be furnished exclusively from either the back of a skip, an Eastern European death camp, or your granddad's old potting shed? Stools so unstable you've got a 50-50 chance of surviving a pint. Chairs designed to actively injure your spine. Benches so narrow you either fall off backwards or smash your kneecaps on the fucking table leg every time you reach for your drink. I swear, half these places get their furniture from condemned primary schools circa 1962. One of these places where even the ghosts left because their lower backs couldn't hack it. So tense. Right, let's talk about the stools. You know the ones, 4 legs, 3 of which are normal, and the other one is like a fucking inch too short or appears to be completely imaginary. Now, there's a particular Fife-based beer retailer, I won't name them, but if you're local you know exactly what I mean, where every stool in that place was fucked. It was one bad movement away from ending your evening in A&E. I went in for a beer once, sat down on what could only be described as a 4-legged relic from the fucking Great War, and as soon as I shifted my weight to scratch my balls, the thing lurched sideways like a capsizing fishing boat. Pint gone, dignity gone. Small round of applause from the other equally precariously perched drinkers. And yet, we all just sit there pretending it's normal. You sit down, you adjust, you think you're safe, and then as soon as you reach for your phone, you lurch sideways like you've just been rugby tackled by a ghost. And it's always some kind of splintery driftwood, some spaz rescued from a wrecked trawler, covered in a patina of spilled IPA, varnish peeling off like an alcoholic scab. Mate, I'm 48 years old. My arse is not built for balancing acts anymore. I need a solid foundation, not some hand-carved Scandinavian minimalist art piece made out of ethically sourced disappointment. And they're always this horrible height too. You can't get your feet on the floor, can't find a footrail, so you end up dangling there like a pensioner on a fucking climbing frame. And then, oh, the bloody tables. I don't know what it is about taproom tables, but every single one has a wobbly leg. Not even a little uneven. I mean, full on, one nudge and you're recreating the Poseidon adventure. Put your pint down and it's like playing fucking Buckaroo. How many drinks can you balance on this lopsided plank before the whole thing kicks off and takes out a tray of murky saison and a plate of artisanal Scotch eggs? I swear there's a bloke in every tap room just sitting at the bar waiting for the inevitable, pretending to scroll through his Instagram but really timing how long it takes before someone spills a £7 double IPA because one of the table legs was made out of old scaffolding. And there's always one leg propped up by a beer mat, or worse, a rolled up business card for some bloke called Alan who does mobile bike repairs. Why? We fought actual wars for basic comforts. Why are we sat here in 2025 propping up tables with soggy promotional flyers for last month's sour night? Fuck, I've not even got to my coffee yet. Jesus, I'm so angry. The benches. The most cruel, inhumane torture device in the modern world. No back support. Nain. It's literally a plank nailed to some upcycled milk crates, and you're expected to perch there 3 hours, slowly losing all sensation in your lower half while pretending you're having a great time, sipping a saison with notes of irony and damp cellar. I don't even know where my fucking coffee is. I think I'm fucking left in I am blazing. It's always either so high you've got to leap onto it like a fucking horsefall, or so low your knees are under your chin like you're 8 years old at a garden party. I was once in a tap room where the bench was literally just a railway sleeper balanced on 4 upturned beer barrels. No cushioning, no backs. I left after the 1 pint with sciatica so bad I thought I was going to have to get airlifted home. It's like those Victorian punishment stools they made kids sit on for being fucking left-handed, except now it's considered vintage chic. That's left. Now, before you think this is just a rant for the sake of it, credit where credit's due. Krafty Fine Drinks in Kirkcaldy, an absolute oasis of sanity in a desert of terrible seating. They've got actual vintage pub chairs with padding. Sturdy things you can actually relax into. Ones you can lean back in without risking an unscheduled chiropractic appointment. Tables that don't wobble. Armchairs that wouldn't look out of place in your nan's living room. The good living room. The one reserved for Christmas and folk from church. I went in last month, sank into a wing-back chair with a pint of pale ale and a nearly wet actual back support, armrests. I felt like a Victorian gentleman. I half expected a butler to appear with a cigar in the Financial Times. And then you get those tiny tables. Where the fuck is my coffee? Jesus. Little things, the size of postage stamps. And the staff will bring over around the 6 schooners, a bowl of olives, some pickled quail's eggs, and a beer mat the size of a dartboard and act like there's plenty of room. Mate, if your table can't hold 2 pints without them forming a precarious leaning tower of disaster, you've got an insult. It's all for the vibe, apparently. Oh, don't give me that. Vibe is sitting in a proper chair with a pint on a level surface, not balanced on a 3-legged bar stool, while your drink wobbles like a blindfold tightrope walker. Listen, I'm old enough to remember pubs with those big brown leather armchairs. Solid wooden tables. You could lean on them, bang your pint down in a fit of righteous indignation over the footy score and not risk structural collapse. I've sat in taprooms now where I wouldn't dare scratch my arse in case the whole place folded in itself like a fucking dying star. And these places have the gall to charge you £6.80 for a schooner of mango milkshake IPA brewed in a bucket under someone's stairs in Dundee. Call me a grumpy old sod, I don't care. Give me a solid pub chair and a sturdy bloody table, and you can keep your hand-painted, upscaled pish. You know what's vintage and charming? Not needing a physiotherapist after 3 pints. Right, I'm starting a campaign. Hashtag proper chairs and taprooms. It's time, folks. Time to demand a proper seat for your arse and a table you can actually lean on without fear of sending your entire round across the room. That's problematic. If you work in a taproom, for the love of the hops, invest in a screwdriver. Tighten your bolts. Buy a couple of pub chairs off Facebook Marketplace. It's no hard. Join me. The revolution starts here. Right, that is your lot. Like, subscribe, share it with your mate who thinks a stool with 3 working legs is quirky, and if you know a taproom with proper seating, drop it in the comments. What the fuck is that? I'll go there. I'll review the chairs. And I'll give them the respect they deserve. Until next time, may your tables be steady, may your chairs be comfy, and your pints never topple.